Hello everyone, welcome back to BeamNG Driving Simulator. Today we are going to be doing some more crashes due to the popularity as the last crash video. I really enjoyed doing it too, and I'm glad you guys enjoy crashing cars into other cars, because what's not to love about that? Alright, today we are going to start with the Gavril box truck thing. It is the Gavril T series cargo box upfit. Will be crashing into a... Where are we? Why can I not find the truck? Gavril D series D15 V8 4-wheel drive extended cab off-road. So yes, this thing is very slow, but I believe that force equals mass times acceleration? No, mass times velocity. So what we lack in velocity, we definitely make up for in mass on this giant big rig truck. We just got to... No! You stupid truck! No! Oh, gosh. Alright, I'm not gonna goof that one up again. Alright, that's like cut one, but I'm gonna leave it in for whatever reason. Alright, we'll open and close the back doors on our way. Again, for unknown reasons. Because we like doing that. Alright, we're not going to flip this time, I promise. Unless we do. But we shouldn't. Alright, so how have all of you guys been? I do realize that you can't actually answer that while I'm talking. No, do not flip. Do not flip. Thank you. Alright. So we're going to take out that Gavril D series. And as always, we will have our wonderful slow-mo camera on the impact. So that should be wonderful to watch. I feel like we're driving along a cement wall on the interstate. Alright. Let's go, big box truck. Let's take out that Gavril D series. Alright, target on sight. You guys see it? I'm seeing it. We're gonna kill that truck. Alright. Alright, we'll slow down to 16 times. Wow. Wow, that truck is history. That was intense. Wow. Is that like fuel sputtering out of there? I don't actually know what that effect is. And my truck still can move. Except it's stuck. That's incredible. That's actually incredible that this gigantic box truck is still drivable. Alright, and just for fun and entertainment, the police are going to respond. Maybe. No, the police are not going to be responding very well. They're stuck inside of the box truck. Alright, so that didn't work out well, as anticipated. Alright, maybe the police quick response package will be faster. There we are. Alright, hopefully it's not going to freak out because we have like 5 million cars over there now. I think there's 3 cars there. Alright, I can see the frame rate starting to tank due to the large amount of cars we have, so that's unfortunate. This cannot be good for the tires on that. Alright, we're doing this. Alright, we need to get close to this wall. But we are going to take out the other vehicles, because crashes are awesome. Alright, we're over 100 miles an hour. Oh crap, we don't want to take out our car first. I don't know how good this crash this is. I didn't realize the SUV was actually in the air. Alright, we are 126 miles an hour. Alright. Well, that was uninspired. Oh, it shifted the entire pile. That's quite incredible. Alright, so I just hit respawn. So that damage stays. Wow, that's a lot. That is a lot of damage. Alright, I'm actually going to clear the field just because of the lag. Trying to think of something else fun we can do. Oh, I have an idea. I was just messing around in free roam when I did this. Alright, we just gotta wait for the map to reload real quick and then we will be good. Alright, It was with the box truck. Alright. I took it up the ramp and I got it stuck in a really interesting way. I'm gonna see if I can replicate that. Yeah, I probably shouldn't be driving it over those things. Alright, let's just see if I can replicate getting stuck like I did. Oh no, not even close. Wow, it actually landed on its wheels. But it doesn't... Does it drive? Yeah, wood does not bend like this, guys. Oh no, we tore this up too much for it to drive. No! Get back down! You will drive! You will drive! Oh yeah, that thing's not moving. The wheel with power is not even close to being on the ground. Alright, I suppose that works. I suppose that works. I might as well just respawn it, because this thing is not moving. Alright, I swear I got this thing up the ramp and got it stuck on the back. We're going to attempt replicating that. I gotta be damaging the engine, too, by redlining it like that. Alright, we're going in for attempt number 2. We'll try to stay off the bumpy things to the best of our ability. Oh gosh, I horribly timed that. Well, alright then. I know I got it up that ramp. Why are we not going back? What did I do? Why are we stuck? We're not stuck. Come on, game. What are you doing? This game's gonna give me an aneurysm. I know I got it stuck up there. Somehow. Alright, so we're going to do it. Yeah, this is kind of how I did it. And then the back of the truck got stuck on one of these blocks, but I don't think we were able to replicate it this time. Oh, maybe. Oh, it kind of got stuck. Ah, that was what I was talking about. Again, the engine make noise, but I don't think this truck is driving again. Not without a little bit of mechanical engineering to assist it. Alright, and I know many of you have probably been wondering, what would it look like if a Gavril or one of these giant trucks crashed into one of these giant trucks? And well, I also have wondered that. So that is probably the next thing we are going to do. Just because that sounds awesome. We're going to crash a regular big rig engine truck part, a cab, not the trailer, into the box truck. We're going to watch the box truck explode in a shower of wooden sparks. Or something. And that should be pretty awesome. Alright. Alright, so let's get on that. Let's do the long haul. Sure, why not? I think a forest green sounds pretty cool. Seriously? Why would you spawn that inside of another truck? Does that even make sense? Come on, game. Does that even make sense? Thank you. Now I'm gonna crashing a truck into another 2 trucks. Does that make sense to you, game? No, it really doesn't. But I'm glad you care, game. We're gonna watch one truck crash into 2 trucks that are stuck inside each other already, if that makes sense. At least this one isn't tall where it wants to flip the first time, because that was just ridiculous. Alright, Big Rig. This is like Big Rigs, over-the-road racing, one of the worst games of all time. Where you can literally drive through buildings and signs, but this is BeamNG, so not even comparable. Alright. The box truck is about to die. Oh yeah, we're gonna hit it right in the fuel tank. Right in the fuel tank. Alright. What kind of damage did we cause to this thing? We caused a large fire, that's what we caused. And my truck still wants to drive, that's incredible. Let's see if I can get it unlodged. Almost. Where are we stuck? I don't know where we're stuck. I'm not stuck! Get me unstuck! Come on, game, let go. Looks like that engine hood's giving us trouble. Let's tear it off and see if that solves any problems. We got that side loose. We need to loosen this side, maybe. Let's go. We may have to spawn in another vehicle, finish a job. That's what I'm thinking, unfortunately. Arrgh! This is for my frustration. Alright, what could we crash in? We can crash a big van, a police. Oh, we can crash the Cabster cargo box, a flatbed. No, a paddy wagon. Yes, what's calling a paddy wagon? Because that seems like a good vehicle for our situation. the police are gonna come and try to help. Little do they know they will be smashing right into the massive scene of a big the third one disappeared pile up. I'm surprised that I seriously don't flip more vehicles doing that. Alright, we already see the fire, so we're on point. Alright, van. Get everything you got. Alright. Looks like we're about to hit that cab head on. And the van is broke. And we have pretty much destroyed that truck, which is what we were expecting. Alright, so let's take what I have discovered to be the fastest vehicle in the game, this dragster, and crash into it. Because why not? This thing can do 60-some miles an hour backwards, barely holding down the button. So I have high hopes for this impact. Alright. We are ready. Watch the speedometer, guys. Should be doing like 150 on impact. I kid you not. Oh, shoot. That was not what I intended. Alright, I messed that one up. Let's try to redo that. Alright, so yeah, that truck is pretty much leveled, although the one inside of it is annoyingly undamaged. Alright, so let's reload the map one more time. Actually, let's just throw the Moonhawk dragster off a cliff, because that seems like fun. Although I get the feeling that you're kind of nerfed on this map from doing anything too exciting. I just get the feeling. It doesn't seem like you get to ever drive very fast when you go off the hill. Like, you don't get a big jump. Oh, maybe we did. Ah, maybe you do. Just the fact that most of the time your vehicle is pretty crappy. Alright, so yeah, this Moonhawk dragster is going to be totaled. Spinning like 9 million times. Now it's on fire. Will it reach the water? I think I've only ever reached the water once with a normal fall. And we are close. But we will not make it. Alright, that was a nice little reprieve there. Alright, back to the grid map. There's one more thing I want to show off, and then we'll probably call it an end to the video. Unfortunately, not everything worked out quite the way I wanted to. But that is life, as we know it. And yes, it does involve the Super Dragster car. Stop spinning. Do what you're supposed to. Alright. Target is dead ahead. Hopefully this will go according to plan. Alright, we're going to drive this thing 100 and some miles an hour over these, like, speed bumps. And see what we're gonna see what happens with the suspension here. Surprisingly, what normally happens did not happen. One of the wheels, front wheels usually gets smashed up. And, yeah, we're going to horrifically crash. So let's watch, because that's fun. Oh yeah, it doesn't drive anymore. Nope. And if you want to see something really bad, it's called crashing the Moonhawk full speed into a concrete wall. It's not pretty for the Moonhawk, we'll go with that. Oh gosh. Did I hit? Don't hit, don't hit. Oh. Wow, we were so close there. Alright. We're doing this and we'll probably call it an episode after this. Everyone can enjoy the glorious slow motion of the Moonhawk hitting at over 180 miles an hour. It just like crumples up in itself. And parts just come flying out. I think the driver's dead, even if they were wearing a seatbelt for that wreck. But hey, what do I know? Alright guys, if you like this episode of BeamNG Crash Simulator, or supposedly driving simulator, don't forget to please rate, comment, and subscribe. Otherwise, as always, I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.